What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Verizon Communications with the ticker symbol VZ. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I see on the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So here we have the daily chart, and looks like prices have been getting rejected by the EMA constantly. As you can see, the EMA is acting as a wall, and every time we come up to it, prices get rejected. So prices are in a downtrend since they're making higher, lower lows and lower highs, as I'll show you with this channel tool right here. So if I just drag this lower, this is the channel that prices are inside of as of right now. And previously it was just a channel this slim, but now prices shot below it, overshot the lower side of the channel. So that's why I'm dragging this lower, and this also fits nicely for the midline, so it's more like a two-tiered channel. So since we're in the middle of the channel and we just came off the lower side, I do expect prices to continue higher, possibly maybe back up to the upper side of the channel, and even this breakout level, possibly at that $54 price level. I'll mark it right now with the horizontal line. Let me just drag it a little bit lower. So prices can come back to test this breakout, and then from there we might continue lower, just because even if we do get a break outside of this channel, I expect a retest of these lows right back at that $50 level. So from here I do expect a pullback, but that doesn't mean we can just continue lower. We can drop down back all the way to the lower side of the channel first before continuing higher. But my guess is that since prices are kind of getting jammed up between the EMA and this midline, we could see a push up to the top side, and then from there we just gotta wait and see. Possibly a two-legged correction up, maybe something like this. This is the first leg up, and then we had a correction down, and then looks like we could be making that second leg up, so it would be right around at that 54.24 level. So that's where I think prices can be going next. But as of right now, prices are still in a downtrend, so even if we do see a pullback, that doesn't mean it's reversal. Let me show you guys this measured move. So this is the first leg down, and if I just drag it to the top of the correction before prices made the second leg, pretty much there was a perfect measured move made. That's why we see this bounce right now, and prices are just deciding on what to do next. Are we going to go lower or higher? But to me, it looks like we're going to go lower, just because we are in this spike in channel down. And also it looks like there's probably even a bigger channel in play right now. So let me just drag this up at the swings and drag it lower to the bottom swings, and you can see there's about a touch here and a touch here. So it looks like this channel is valid. As you can see, the midline is acting as both support and resistance. It's just cutting through the price action and providing some type of support here. Now it's acting as resistance. So I believe this channel is drawn properly, the both yellow and orange channels. So it looks like Verizon is in a definite downtrend. It's making lower lows, lower highs. So any pullbacks are going to be temporary. That's what I think. So even if we do pull back up to that $54 level or even the $55 level, I think we're just going to continue lower. If we don't, then we could jump up above that $54 level and find some type of support, and then continue higher to the $56 or $57 level. So that's pretty much my analysis for Verizon. Looks like we're in a big downtrend right now ever since, let's see, when this top started back in December of 2020, and we've just been slowly trending back to the lower side of this big range that prices were inside of, and then it broke outside of it recently in October. And looks like it came back to test it right here, and now it continued lower. So now we're just going sideways right now. So here we can go both ways. We can either correct to the upper side, which is pretty likely, backed up to that $54 level, and then continue lower, or we could find a lot of resistance at the EMA and we just fall through the floor and continue to the $50 target. So as of right now, I'm a little more bullish than bearish, is just because we came off the lower side right here, and normally prices work in waves. So if we come off the lower side, we're probably headed to the higher side. So something like this, as you can see, our downtrend, we can make waves. So if we came off the lower side, we're probably heading to the higher side. So that's just my analysis on the daily chart. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So Verizon Wireless is pretty much just a range-bound company. It's a very solid performer based on earnings. It's a very stable company, so that's why the prices don't really trend crazy upwards, just like Tesla or any other growth stock. So it's pretty much like a dividend stock where you just want to have your small gains and you're pretty happy with it, but it's still a great company to hold nonetheless. So let's look at this range. As you can see here, this is the lows of the range, and these are the highs of the range. So like I said, back in December of 2020, prices hit the upper side, and how a range works is that prices go from the highs to the lows, and then back down to the lows to the highs. So it's like a sideways wave. So we're at the highs and prices continue lower, something like this. It made two legs down. So what I think is going to happen next is we get that two-legged correction before we make another leg down, a bigger one. So that's what I see Verizon Wireless doing in the future. Let me show you guys that right now. So if we do break out of this range and do continue lower, then it's probably going to reach the $44 target. Let me see right now. Let me adjust this. Yeah, this is fitting pretty nicely. So let me drag this back up here. I think, give me 1 second. Right there, and let me drag this up just a little bit. So it looks like the bottom of the range is right there, and we drag this outside. So it looks like the target that prices probably want to reach is that $45 target or the $44 target. And if prices do make this retracement, this two-legged retracement, back up to the $54 target or the $55 target, then I expect prices to make the second leg down, possibly something like this. And my measured move is right at that $44 target or the high 43. So these measured moves are pretty close. So that's why that's where I think prices can be going. We did break outside of this range in April or March of 2020, and we cannot break outside on the upper side, which would be expected because we broke out the lower side and prices are symmetrical. So we should have broken out here back up to the high 62 level, or even the 63 territory, but we cannot. We just found resistance at the highs of the range at the 61.58 level. A lot of resistance at this level, and then prices just fell down, broke through the EMA, and then made the second leg down, and then broke outside of the range again. So that's why I believe this is not a good sign for the longs. We should have at least found some type of support here, or quickly fell back inside of the range. But looks like we're finding resistance from it now. The bottom side looks like that's the previous support at that $53 level is looking like it's resistance now. So I believe we are going to continue lower after this probably pullback that I expect, back up to that $54 or $55 target. And then from there, I'll give you guys an update and see how this all played out. So just to sum it all up, prices made two legs down, and now we're just moving sideways inside of a downtrend channel, a larger one and a smaller one. So we could see a pullback in the future to the $54 or $55 target, but from there I'm still thinking we're going to see another leg down, a continuation of the downtrend, because we're still inside of those channels and the prices does seem pretty weak. And if we do continue lower all the way back down to the lows, we could reach the $55 target or the $54 target, and that's about a 75% to 80% certainty just looking at the chart right now. We could do something where we come back inside the range and find support and then never look back down again. We could just continue to trend higher. But as right now, we just got to wait to see how this plays out. I believe it will play out as a two-legged correction up and then another leg down. So that's pretty much my analysis for Verizon Wireless, Verizon Communications. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.